Good morning, guys. I was supposed to go to the welfare office today to get an explanation why I haven't gotten any money, what I can do, but I'm realizing it's a fucking waste of time trying to talk to these people. They don't consider the welfare recipients human, and they just try and do everything in their power to avoid us getting more money, or they do everything to try and get us off of welfare so we have nothing, so we lose everything, so we get to where in society they believe we rightfully belong on the street or killing ourselves, you know? So instead of wasting my time over there, I'm just gonna say fuck it, man. I'm done with welfare. I got what I can out of the system. Maybe I'll try and sign up for an education one of these days just to get another 10,000. But outside of that, yeah, I'm just gonna figure out something else, live off nothing. Yeah, I'll be fine, guys. Don't worry about it. I made it so far, right? Here we go, guys. Pick up the package. Let's go home and see what it is. Let's get some milk for rolled oats before we go. Okay. Alright. Let's see what we got from AliExpress. Remember to wash your hands after touching this Chinese wrapping plastic. It's been proven to be partially made by recycled medical waste. So you need to wash your hands afterwards. Alright, let's see. Here's the big piece. The one I've really been looking forward to. Check it out. That's the shower right there. Let's get it open. Check it out. Comes with a nice carry case. It's gonna keep all the moisture in there. Wow, this is really premium quality. I like it. Okay, so we got the pump right here. Damn, that thing's tiny. It's got the filter on top. That's actually pretty smart. I thought it was at the bottom. It's got USB-C charging right here. Power button right there, but you shouldn't prime this if it's not fully submerged in water. You gotta submerge it, wiggle it around to get the air bubbles out, and then prime it. Here we go, that's the shower head. It's got all kinds of different settings, including turning it off. Pretty interesting, wonder how that works. And we got the hose in here. Pretty USB-C cable. And a little booklet. I'm gonna keep that when I'm out camping. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, this is pretty relevant. This is a portable towel. I'm actually gonna test this in a second from Nature Hike. Very, very portable, very lightweight, only 100 grams. But it should be quite big. Let's see here. That is not easy to unpack, holy shit. Alright, check this out. Very nice. All that towel. I mean, it's super thin. It's made from this type of microfiber. I'm gonna try it out in a second when I go shower. Oh, this is very nice. It's capable of unbuckling and buckling this thing. Let's put it around something like a tree branch. Nice. This thing. 25-liter compression sack from Flextail. The reason I got this is actually for my jacket. Eventually, I'm not going to be wearing this jacket every day. And when that day comes around, I'm going to need to pack it somewhere because I need that jacket in case it gets cold. Okay. Yeah, this is actually exactly the size I wanted. Here, let me show you how it works. Got my pump slash. So let's pull some air out of this thing. Oh, there we go. Oh wow. That is quite effective. And you lock it, and of course I didn't distribute the clothes fully all the way up in here and everything, but you can get this really flat and take up basically no space. So this I'm going to use for my jacket eventually. But I think that's it. I think that's the haul for today. Alright, let's test this out. I filled up this bucket with warm water. I put the pump in there. I haven't charged it, but it should have like 40-50% on there, 40 to 60%. Well, it's just double click to start. So let's try. Oh, there we go. Ooh, nice. Okay, that's actually a really good stream right here. I'm surprised. Damn. Look at this. Guys, I've got to tell you, I was positively surprised by the Flextail Max shower, but this thing from Nature Hike, this towel, microfiber of some kind, it is amazing. Like, it is basically just as good as absorbing as the towel I had that's 500 grams rather than 100. It absorbs really easily. It's not like rubbing plastic or nylon all over yourself. Behaves like cotton, and it has an amazing wicking ability. And I can already tell this thing is gonna dry out in no time. Like, you can hang this out in the wind, even on a relatively cold day, as long as it's not -Celsius. You should be able to dry this in like half an hour. It's pretty good. I'm really surprised by this. Definitely gonna replace my old towel with this, save 400 grams. It's amazing. And I can even wrap it as a turban around my hair while it dries and pull my t-shirt over it, whereas the other one's too bulky. Would have to remove it, then redo it. Amazing. I'm surprised. Guys, I'm telling you, if you have appetite issues, you gotta get some of this stuff. It's got B2, B6, B12, vitamin C, and a bunch of other things. And ever since I started taking this stuff, just a little shot, my appetite has gotten absolutely insane. I feel like a normal human being. I get hungry multiple times a day. But yeah, I'm just here chilling, drying my hair, drinking some tea, and about to watch some Solomon Chow.
Good morning.
I like this guy.
Solomon Chow in the world, Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026.
You can learn a lot from wise people, from intelligent, smart, well-read people, but funnily enough, you can learn a lot more from people in the lower end of the scale of intelligence or being well read or traveled. This guy, not exactly the brightest guy, but holy shit, he's funny and he says a lot of true stuff. I just like challenging myself. The same applies to the people I hang out with. I like being around people who are more of a challenge for me, where I have to tolerate and communicate and all these things rather than just finding people who think exactly like me and we can just sit in a room for 8 hours without exchanging words. Like, that's easy, sure, but without any friction, no heat is really generated. It feels kind of cold whenever I hang out with people like me. So, thank you, Solomon Chow. I really appreciate the videos. Alright, guys, check it out. I just repacked the backpack with basically everything except for very few amount of items that don't take up a lot of space. I made sure that I'm gonna be able to see, because I always look left when I'm riding the electric unicycle. So I put the pads over here. In the summer I'm probably only gonna use one pad. And this one up here is Dion's. Yeah, it's actually surprisingly lighter than I'm used to. But of course, a lot of my gear is gonna be in this thing right here. It's 20-liter dry pack. I got the fast charger and water and a bunch of stuff in there, like 9 kilos or so. But yeah, this is definitely doable. I can ride a wheel with this. I mean, walking around with it, maybe that's a little bit different. That's definitely gonna be a bit of a brutal hike. But yeah, I can ride with this, with the other pack strapped on top of the wheel. And now it's only about a kilo's worth of stuff I don't have here. I ran out of water bottles, but I guess this thing is a kilo, 1 liter of milk. So let's see what the final weight is gonna feel like. Not sure I can actually fit this in here. Oh, I can. Yeah, it doesn't really change much. I'm ready. The pack is all the way full, like all the way. Because I used to have the tent out on one of these sides, but now I put it back inside. Let's go. I'm pretty excited. I'm looking forward to finally getting outside soon. It's gonna be nice. A lot of preparation has been done in the meantime though. A lot of research, acquisition of gear. Because when you intend to live this way, you don't really want to skimp on stuff like those ultra light campers on YouTube. I mean, they show you what exactly you need to bring to be able to survive for a couple of days. Sure, but I'm not doing this for a couple of days. When I move out of this apartment, I'm not moving back into an apartment again, unless it's a question of life and death. And I'm going to try to avoid putting myself in a situation where I need an apartment to overwinter. Next winter I want to do abroad. Let's see how that goes. I need money for that too. And I didn't successfully get all the stuff that I need. Maybe I sign up for an education again, just get the money and bail. That would be enough to get all the power pads and the pedals for the wheel, as well as the brake light for the helmet. Just identifying different things that really bothered me the last time around I was outside. Sometimes when you permanently live nomadically, you don't really have the mental energy to sit down and think, how should I upgrade my setup? Well, you have some ideas about what you would like upgraded. Like when I was out camping, I was like, oh man, I want a better tent. Well, that's just about the only thing I didn't buy, because once you have some time to sit down and think about what's actually important, what was actually a bother to me last time, the big issues for me: shower, I fixed that; laundry, I fixed that; water generation or purification, I fixed that. And there should be enough space for the water filter stuff in here. For the rest of the stuff I ordered as well. It's not really heavy stuff. But yeah, I'm ready. It feels great. Oh yeah, and this is the summer setup. This is the heavy version of what I'm going to be carrying. Normally I'm going to be wearing my 2 kilo jacket, but I just wanted to test in like worst case scenario once we get around to the summer, how is this actually going to pack down? Because that jacket was massive. That's why I put it inside of the that compression sack I got earlier today. So it's always squeezed down to basically no thickness at all. The electrical setup is gonna have a few hundred grams added to it because I still have to heat shrink it and add some cables and connections and stuff. I'm just waiting for the araldite, the special type of glue, to be able to fix that project. And eventually I'll have to get solar panels as well, but that's a hurdle I'm gonna have to deal with then. Weight-wise, I could probably carry them in my backpack. Space-wise, it will probably be a little difficult, but possible. There's also the possibility of wrapping them around inside of the black bag. The black dry bag carbon one I'm gonna be carrying on top of the wheel. I could, because they can roll, so I could roll them around the stuff that's inside the dry bag. That way they wouldn't take up a lot of space. But then they would be susceptible to a crash. They're pretty expensive, so that's a problem for future me. You're gonna have to figure that out, dude. I have good news. I have sold one backpack, my original red hiking backpack. I sold it on the second-hand site, basically the local version of Craigslist. And because of that, well, I haven't sold it yet. I have to deliver it tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be able to sell Dion's backpack as well. Someone showed an interest. Let's see if they respond. But I got a friend coming over. Yes, you might remember him. And because of that, I just wanted to celebrate getting some more money. And I got some chips, some soda, more sushi rice, chicken and shrimp for the sushi, some noodles for when I can't wait, cucumber for sushi, and nori sheets, of course, some more soy sauce. How are we doing on... Oh shit, there's not a lot of this stuff left. I'm gonna have to buy some more tomorrow. But I'm not having sushi today, I don't think. I have to use this before it goes bad. So I think I'm gonna make tomato soup today, like alphabet soup essentially. But yeah, I really hope I get to sell both of those backpacks, because the more shit I get sold, the less stuff I'll have to find a place to temporarily store. Well, in a perfect world, I would only have my camping equipment when I leave this place. But since I'm going to Copenhagen tomorrow, I'm gonna pack down all of my electrical equipment. I put the speaker back together, my JBL speaker. Apparently something was just loose in there. It's showing 100% charge now. The battery's not acting up. So good thing I didn't take it apart completely and rebuild the battery. I didn't have solder, so I couldn't. But yeah, going to Copenhagen tomorrow. Gonna leave. I'm gonna bring everything with me that I'm not gonna be able to carry on my person. So I'm just gonna long-term store it over there. And then I'll just be left with my backpack and my wheel and the yellow bag that goes on top of the wheel. Probably a few things that hopefully I'll get to sell. Yeah, because those things, I can just store those at my friend's place, the guy who lets me stay here. It's not a lot of things, so I could just store them there. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna move most of my shit out of here tomorrow. Outside of what goes in the backpack. And my friend's coming by in a few hours. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna eat some noodles and some chips now. Guys, I started spicing up my instant noodles every time I make them. This time I added some garlic, some fresh garlic, and some dried chili, as well as a little bit of soy sauce. Smells amazing. I think it's gonna be better than usual. Let's see. Itadakimasu! Mmm. Yeah, that's better than normal. Definitely gonna start adding soy sauce to my instant noodles. Mmm. We're about to go to bed. We've just been hanging out, eating some chips, drinking some soda. I packed down all my electric stuff outside of the batteries. I gotta pack those down still. I got the bag ready for tomorrow, ready to go here with my original backpack strapped to this one. This one is full of all my tools and gear for the electrical stuff, and this one I'm gonna sell tomorrow, secondhand, in person. So I'm going to Copenhagen. Gotta get some money. We're going to bed, guys. Check out this little light I made out of the toilet paper, and it's just standing up on my tobacco gear. It's pretty good. Let me angle this away from me. Turn it all the way down. Now I'm gonna watch some stuff.